past paper practice session of Advanced Performance Management (APM), and in this session, we'll be starting a new question this time, which is uh, box company. So here is the question: box company. As you can see, the following exhibits provide information relevant to the question. Okay, the company information and strategy, an overview of the company activities, history and culture, business process engineering, pilot information about a business process reengineering pilot project, impact of BPR on information systems and culture, details of the CEO concerns about the impact of BPR on information systems and culture, staff appraisal process, uh, yes, staff appraisal process, uh, along with the concerns of the CEO. Then we have Appendix 5, financial information about the BPR pilot project. So this information, should be used to answer the question requirements. We all know about it. Cool. Exhibit 1, we have company information and strategy. Brooxe is a furniture and manufacturing company based in the large developed country of Thailand. Okay. Brooxe is the largest furniture and manufacturer in Thailand, supplying many of the major retail chains with their own brand furniture and marketing under its own brand Manson in a highly competitive market such as Thailand. Brooks has chosen a strategy of cost leadership. So Brooks has been in business for more than 70 years, and there is a strong sense of tradition and appreciation of craft skills in the workforce. The average time an employee has worked for the firm is 18 years. This has led to a bureaucratic culture. For example, the company information system are really paper-based. In addition, and in line with this traditional culture, is divided into a set of functional departments, including production, warehousing, human resources, and finance. Okay. Uh, drive down for the CEO decided to re-engineer the process at Books. She decided that there should be a small pilot project to demonstrate the potential of business process re-engineering to benefit Books, and she selected the goods receiving activity in the company's warehousing operation for this. So the project in identified that 10 of the warehouse staff spend about half of their time matching goods, delivering documents to purchase orders, and dealing with subsequent problems. It was noted 25% of all such matches failed, and the staff then had to identify and live with the purchasing department in order to get the goods returned to the supplier and a suitable credit note issued. The project introduced a new information system to replace the existing paper-based system. The new system allowed purchase orders to be entered by the purchasing department and then checked online to the goods delivery as they arrived at the warehouse. So this allowed warehouse staff to reject incorrect deliveries immediately. So far, so good. Let us look at it further. Now, here is the requirement. We're getting the CEO, the CEO, okay, as a as ask you as a performance management expert. Wow, to assess the financial impact on the pilot business process reengineering project in the warehousing operations. Now we have further details in relation to the project provided in Appendix 1. Okay. Here are the details in the appendix. Average staff wage in warehouse 25,000 per annum. Purchasing staff time in handling delivery queries 8.5 per week. Average staff wage in purchasing is 32,000 per annum for working a 5 day a week. Okay. So notes relevant to a new system, new it is hardware for warehouse and purchasing departments 20,000, 220,000, sorry, software and cost 275,000, ongoing service cost 20 to 500. It is expected that the new system will last for 8 years. Now we have to respond to the CEO request for the work on the following areas: the business pilot process re-engineering project BPR 5 marks. So firstly, let us do this part. Okay, and there we go. Here I'll start our heading and impact of the BPR project. Okay, annual cost of new system. First, we have hardware or house purchasing department depreciation given 27,500. Then software total cost depreciation 34,375. Then we have ongoing service costs, which was given 22,500. So it's 84,375. There we go. We are done with this here. Next, benefit of new system cost saving. Staff cost. We have warehouse here. How many people were there? It's, yeah, 10 employees were there. Each were to each employee we were giving 25,000, and that of the 50% which was given in the question. So it's 125,000. Then we about it is about purchasing. So 32,000 multiply by 8.5 per hour divided by total 5 working days. 8.5 for 8.5 hours they work. Total days of five, so 54,400. So far, the total is 179,400. Now, the what is the net benefit? Uh, yeah, 'net benefit is 95,025. So either here or on the word sheet, we can write the comments that the BPR project will yield a net benefit of 95,025. And so the project is financially viable, or you can say successful. However, other costs not included in this analysis, such as such as redundancy costs and staff whose work load has been relevant, and training costs of the staff for the new system. So here it is. We are done with the first part. Is it difficult? Uh, is it any issue here? I don't think so. Right now, let us go back to the question. We are done with the first part. First part, 5 marks. Done. Now, the CEO now plans to apply BPR across Brooxe current accounting system is a traditional one of overhead absorption based on labor hours with a variance to budget used as a control indicators. She has here that an activity-based approach using enterprise resource planning ERP system is fairly common and wants to know how these ideas might link to BPR at Brooks. The CEO is concerned that middle management unrest may be a problem at Brew. For example, the warehouse manager was uncomfortable with the cultural change required in the PPR project and decided to take early retirement before the project began. As a result, a temporary manager was put in place to run the warehouse during the project. Okay, so the CEO has asked you to assess the impact of BPR on the culture and management information system at Brooks. Now, for this, Definitely, we will be using this word five. Okay. So our question is actually, Brooks, impacts of BPR on culture and management information system. So business process re-engineering, BPR, is described as the new fundamental rethinking and redesigning of business process re-engineering. Sorry, business process uh, to achieve dramatic improvement and critical measure of performance, such as cost, quality system, service and speed. It cuts across traditional departmental lines to achieve more efficient delivery of the final product. Okay. At Brooks, at Brooks, this is evident in the effect which the DPR project has had on both warehousing and purchasing departments. Adopting a process view require process teams rather than functional departments. Employees will need to retrain, to gain additional skills. Okay, the organizational hierarchy should flatten with the employees been given more responsibility to make all right re- responsibility responsibility to make decisions. Okay, so far so good. This is often aided by the introduction of unified uh, corporate database, access through an access through an uh, ERP system, further, these will represent more changes to group which appear to have become sad in ways that charge, sorry, the change will require significant communication and leadership from senior management as a result. So far, so good. So the implication for accounting at Brooks are that performance measures must be redesigned around process rather than departments. The aim is to identify where value is added and eliminate where resources are employed to no valuable output. Wow. Now, now moving from the over absorption to latest approach. So, an activity based costing, an activity based approach. might be used to model in the business as part of the BPR. As a part of the BPR restructuring, and this part of the BPR restructuring and this could be carried out in accounting system. So the ABC system, the ABC system costing is a more detailed method of allocating overheads to achieve a more accurate product cost and therefore more accurate product cost and therefore more accurate idea of the profit each product generates. It is more time consuming and expensive to set up compared to traditional overhead. Absorption, overheads, okay, absorption method, but in the context of the intended changes to processes at Brooxe due to BPR, it will fit well. So will have to be redesigned around process teams, and any variances to budget you may need, or sorry, may need to be redesigned in the light of activity. Oh, sorry, in the light of activity-based approach. One more thing, can understate. So far so good. How much marks we had on this requirement? Let us look at it. Here it is. 9 marks. 9 marks get written enough, right? Almost one, two, three. That's enough for these 9 marks. We have covered anything which is required for this requirement. Uh, Now we will move to the part C. For the part C, uh, here it is, the next exhibit, the fourth exhibit. Let me change the color. Here it is. The CEO has also begun to reconsider the human resources system and approach, and she wants your advice, okay, on how the staff appraisal process can improve performance in the company. The existing system of manager appraisal is for the staff member to have an annual meeting with their line supervisor or superior to review the previous year's work and discuss generally how to improve their efforts over the years. It has become common for these meetings to be informal and held for lunch at the company's expense. The CEO has asked you to explain the purpose of a staff appraisal system, how the process can improve the performance of the company. She also wants comments and appraisal balance between control and staff development as this impact on staff appraisal at Brooks. Cool. So the so appraisal is the process of calculating. Oh, sorry. Just a second. Appraisal is the process of collecting and reviewing data on an employee work which will provide an assessment of their okay, assessment of their capabilities and potential in order to improve performance, for example, by training. It presents an opportunities to deal opportunity to deal with HR issues such as discipline, career management, motivation, and determining a reward. Further, there is a general need for some kind of performance assessment performance assessment. However, appraisal systems are often critical as irrelevant to the work of organizations. Indeed, the current system at Brooks has arguably become arguably uh, become too informal, possibly as a result of neither side of the process of the process. Sorry, either. Of the process taking it seriously. Taking it seriously and no. To make the serious at both sides, appraisal should be seen as a means of control of staff and of limiting their activities to the overall organization, sorry, overall organizational goals, such as such as driving down costs. It will lead to informal development. Sorry, it will lead to improve level, improve development of appropriate skill, data, motivation on work, staff, motivation, and input of staff. So the balance between control and developments with in the appraisal process will link to the culture with in the business. As there is as there is a culture of craft, uh, craft appreciation of skills, it may be that loss of sense of control has lead to the increased cost, which the CEO is trying to drive down. So I hope it is clear, and we are done with this question, and see you in next question.